keep on getting kicked out of this thing.
Well, send them your heart so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free.
As God has shown us by turning stone to bread.
And so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world. We are the children.
We are the one to make a brighter day, so let's start giving.
Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
When you're down and out and there seems no hope at all,
But if you just believe, there's nowhere we can fall.
well, let us realize, oh, that a change can only come when we stand together as one.
We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's no choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. We'll make a better day, just you and me. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
We are the world. We are the children. Our children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. So let's start giving. Just we're saving our own lives.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. All right, let me hear you. We are the world.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Beer Greywall, and I am just a second, please. I want to get the echo out. Just a second. Okay. And I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. There was technicality. Okay. So sorry. Yes, okay. Adiba, I have lowered the volume. You will not be able. Okay. Why is the echo coming up from your end? Adiba, please fix that. So sorry. Well, we are just using a brand new technology to reach through all the medias available to us. So I am not familiar with it, but my team is. Adiba, please fix the echo that I'm getting. Okay. So again, sorry for this technical difficulty. My name is Beer Greywall. I am a Sikh American, president of Interfaith Charities International. We are a global charity. Today we are coming together to support the victims of devastating wildfires that have ravaged Los Angeles. Entire neighborhoods have been reduced to ashes. Families have lost their homes and lives have been forever changed. But amidst this tragedy, there is hope, and that hope begins with all of us. That's why we are here together. Each of us has the power to make a difference, to help rebuild and to provide support to those in desperate need. And today we are asking for your help. I'm asking you, let's come together for those people who were, due to no fault of their own, lost everything. You know, why there was this screw up in the very beginning? This thing is a very put together live event on a very short notice. Just a few days ago, about 4 days ago, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I thought, hey, what if it was me who was running out of my house, because the fire has engulfed the house with nothing with me. And then I thought about it. What if I was not blessed and I was living paycheck to paycheck? What would be my condition? Not only me, if I had my family with me and they are with me, what do we do? I could not sleep after that all night long. And then next morning, I talked with my team. I said, no, 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 no. We have to do something. And so that's why we had put this thing together on a very short notice. And also, I'm going to show you some of the devastation and stuff. And we are so lucky to be joined by one of the most prominent House of Representative members of the U.S. Congress, and she will be joining us too. And you'll recognize her when she comes on in a few minutes. So, but importantly, today we are gathered here to help the people. We had been helping since the January the 7th, since this thing happened. We've been helping with the food and clothing and at the shelters, the Red Cross shelters. We've been, our community has been helping too, there with clothing, diapers, and all the necessary things. But then when I woke up in the middle of the night, now the dust has settled in. Your reality is coming in. I said, well, those people who were living hand to mouth, even before, and now what? They need some money also. Yes, there are. Well, I mean, Americans are so generous, and it's our human factor also that we have to support each other. There is so much going on. So many organizations are doing really, really good work, and even if we have, you can double the amount of organizations trying to help during this time, that will still be less. And so then I said, well, I want to be, that, hey, we have to support those businesses also, and small businesses, okay, devastated, nothing, nowhere to go, nothing at all, no source of income. So, but there are, especially when you are a family behind you, who are with you, they are looking at you. That mom and dad have to, provide. There are still those needs, and we have to provide them with some cash also. I mean, I'm not talking about big money, okay, so that way they can have a little bit of security. They are not from suddenly very productive Americans, brought down to beggars. No, 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 that's not right for them. It is our duty to help those people. And so, with that in mind, we are okay, doing a fundraising today, and our goal is to raise $5 million. All right, and so please join us, donate generously, and let me just share it with you as to how to donate. And let me just come here. This is the donations page. My staff will be putting this link in the chat area. Okay, and so, when you come to this page, this is the donations page. You put in your information at the top. We have this thing, but whatever you want to, you do not go by this thing. The last one, the fourth option is the custom amount. All right. So when you hit on this thing and then you enter where it says this $1, it will change. So it will open up another field there to put in the amount that you want to. Just remember, try to do the maximum that you can, the best that you can. Okay, so now let me just share it with you who we are. Quickly share it with you who we are and what had been we've been doing, and why should you even listen to us. Okay, well, we are Interfaith Charities International. Like I said, we are a global charity. Okay, now during the COVID, our community was providing over 5 million meals per day, and this thing started from just a call from the mayor of New York first, for 25,000 meals, and then followed by another call from the mayor of Los Angeles to to provide 30,000 meals, and then it just kept on mushrooming, and at the peak it was over 5 million. However, I do not, this is not about our past. I just wanted to share it with you. And now let's just get into some of the real ugly things that had been happening during this monster fires, which no one ever expected could happen. Oh, can you see my screen? Wow. Oh, well, do we? Oh, how do we? How do I share my screen? Wow.
सर प्रेजेंट पे जाके शेयर करें अपनी स्क्रीन
Honey?
प्रेजेंट पे जाके अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर करें
Oh, wow. Okay. I've been doing it without. Oh, where do I go? Wow. Uh, where do I go? Oh, StreamYard. Oh, I see. Okay. And
सर जूडी जो आ गई
oh, okay. Let me get Judy Chu. Well, hello everyone. Let me please help me welcome. We have with us, like I had mentioned it earlier, with us very important person from our community who has been doing wonderful job. And please help me welcome Congresswoman Ms. Judy Chu. She has served in the House of Representatives as a Congresswoman since 2009, and representing California's 28th congressional district, which is Pasadena and San Gabriel. Some of the fire areas are in her area too. With that, I want to welcome Ms. Congresswoman Judy Chu. Hello, Judy. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Welcome. What an honor to have you here. And I want to first of all thank you for taking time off to be with us. Um, During this busy time, I know you have been on the ground at that sites, and so please come on in, and the stage is yours. You're coming.
Well, thank you, Burgrewa, for your incredible work supporting our community And let me thank you for having your Interfaith Charities International host this webinar to help the Los Angeles fire victims get the support that they need. It is especially meaningful to me because I represent Altadena and Pasadena, and this is an area that has been catastrophically destroyed because of the LA fires, and in my case, the Eaton fires. In
Right.
fact, the LA fires, the Eaton fire has been one of the worst natural disasters in American history. The Eaton fire alone has destroyed over 9,000 structures and left 20,000 people without a home, while schools, health centers, businesses, and community institutions have been completely burned to the ground. At a moment's notice, thousands had to flee their homes with nothing more than the clothes on their backs. Entire communities and a lifetime worth of memories have all been lost in the blaze. Tragically, also, first responders found 17 people in our area that lost their lives. But
Wow.
during a crisis, humanity shines brightest. And proof of that is the Interfaith Charities International. You've served food and provided essential supplies like blankets, clothing, diapers, and hygiene necessities through the Sikh temples and American Red Cross shelters. This type of support is so essential to the many people and families who've lost everything. And I want to share with you that I'm committed to bringing the federal resources we need for all our communities. That is why I went to the Pacific Palisades to meet with President Trump last Friday. He did not tour the damage caused by the Eaton fire, so I urged him to not forget the people of Altadena and Pasadena and make sure he knows that we need his partnership to recover from this disaster. He told victims of the wildfires that he is with us 100%, and I plan to hold him to his word. Wildfires have no political affiliation, and they know no political party. This is the United States of America, and we help our citizens when they fall victim to a natural disaster. And we do it without strings attached, just like we did in December for the victims of Hurricanes Milton and Helene. I stand ready to work with anyone and everyone in local, state, and federal government to deliver desperately needed aid to our communities of Altadena and Pasadena in the aftermath of this deadly fire so that our vibrant, beautiful, unique region can recover and rebuild. So your contributions today will help expand their reach to provide more essentials and financial aid to families and small businesses in need. Thank you, Interfaith Charities International, for the impactful work you do to help support and rebuild the lives of those who've lost so much in the fires. Thank you to everyone who is here today and for any help that you can provide.
Yes, Judy, if I may add in, this is a hastily put together thing. And about 4 days ago, I woke up in the middle of the night and you know, I just the dream was, you see, that hey, I had to leave my home because on the other side the fire had engulfed it, and I had to leave and take the family with me, and we are running in front and the fire is coming behind us. I said, wow, you know, if that happened to me, how would I feel? And I could not sleep after that. And that's when I said, well, there is, well, we are blessed, but there are so many people in the apartment buildings and stuff that got destroyed also, that they were living from hand to mouth. And some of the small businesses were living from hand to mouth. They have no job. Their businesses where they were employed at have been destroyed also, and they have families also. The children are looking at them to be the leader of that family, the mothers and fathers, and I said, wow, there are so many wonderful Red Cross and other organizations doing so much good work, right? And the situation that is now, the vast devastation, that there is now, and even if there are double the amount of charities that are trying to help out over there, will not be enough. And so then I thought about it. We had been providing the food and the other services, but I said, well, there is need of some hard cash also for those families. It may not be much, okay, but a little bit of them, okay, provides them hope. And when fellow human beings are coming up and helping them, okay, that gives them much more hope to get this thing. So in the meantime, please remain with me. Let me just show them some of the devastation that happened. Okay. And Adiba, how do I share my screen, please? My team put together this thing. There's a new technology where it is beaming everywhere. And how do I share my screen? Um, uh, okay, no. And Adiba, how do I share my screen? Uh, wow. Okay, here it is. Uh, do you see this picture? How do we? Uh, or just a second, Judy. This is just a technicality. I'm so this is something. Oh, share screen. Okay. I got it. Is yes to share screen. Okay. All right. Entire window, entire screen. Yes, please. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much. Let me just take us to the fire shot here. Look at this thing. The whole hillsides are on fire, and they are coming down. And here is the brave firefighters, putting their lives on the risk in the middle of the huge fires. And then I just saw some of the testimonials that have come in. It says the entire mountain was on fire. And then they are saying this one was different. Wall of flames and explosions everywhere. So this is from Altadena, Pacific Palisades areas. Here everything was in my house and I couldn't get back. And this was the picture that I had in my, when I woke up in the middle of the night, and so then people are just thinking, going through those emotions, how much time do I, and I could go on and on and on. Okay, there is just so much here. And let's look at some of the other ones. This is Malibu. I had been on this beach before, and then just to see the utter devastation, it's just incomprehensible. So everyone, please, we want you to go to. There must be in the chat. There are links for donation. The donation link, and my team must have put it in there already. And please click on that donations link. Let me just share with you here how the donation link works. You will get to this donations page. All right, and you just put in your information at the top, and then we have these things. But here the fourth option is for the custom amount, and you can put in, if once you click on this thing, they will open up a window right here to put the custom amount. It don't have to be, Josie. Every bit, every dollar counts. So put in whatever you can. Try to put in the maximum, because our goal with this phase one is to raise $5 million in our phase one. So please help us achieve that goal. And if someone wants to know more about okay, as to what the charity had been doing before, okay, it was you can go to this other link also. My team will put it in. And so we, at the peak of the pandemic, we were offering 5 million meals per day, and it all got started from a call from New York mayor, and to provide 25,000 meals, and my community kicked in, and then the mayor of Los Angeles, we are doing started off with 30,000 meals, and then it just mushroomed to over 5 million meals per day, and then hit this donate button, and you will come to this area right here, and you can take this link at the top and share it with others, and help us with this thing. So now, coming back, Judy, tell me what is okay, let me just see, how do I know? Okay, stop screen share. Yeah, for a little bit I'm going to stop the screen share. Judy, please tell me, what is the devastation you have seen, and paint us a picture of you've been there, and this is your district also. Please tell us, paint us a picture.
Well, my area of Altadena and Pasadena, but primarily Altadena, when you go there, it's like a bomb went off. It's like an apocalypse where everywhere you look, it's just burned out homes. In fact, there's nothing left. The only thing left standing is chimneys. And you see burned out cars, and just concrete falling all over the place. I want to tell you that there are 9,500 structures that have burned. Most of them are homes. So everywhere I go, if I meet a resident of Altadena, most of them say that their home has burned down. But also, talking about interfaith, many of the churches have burned down. And so I was at a interdenominational press conference recently, and many of the Black ministers lost their homes, and their parishioners have lost their homes. And in fact, I spoke at the First AME Church, which is a Black church, and 50 of the parishioners lost their homes. Then I talked to the pastor of the Altadena Baptist Church. The church burned down, but actually numerous other entities burned down as well, such as the Altadena Community Church, St. Mark's Episcopal, the Pasadena Jewish Temple, and the Altadena Mosque. So we have great devastation, especially in the faith community, but actually all over Altadena.
Yes, okay. Now, this is not only in the Honorable Judy Chu's area. It happened in Malibu and Palisades area also. The devastation is huge. So please donate generously, to help our fellow brothers and sisters in need. So now I was talking to my friend Los Angeles police chief. He said now the shift has happened from yes, food and everything and the regular supplies have stabilized, but he said now it is more towards rebuilding and helping the families with their real needs now. And now the shock has worn off and the reality has set in. So he said that's where we need to help the people. So for that we need donations to be helping people rebuild lives. And
Well,
go ahead,
let me
please.
say something. Yesterday, I went to the Wildfire Emergency Hub. It's in Pasadena. And what they did, see, there is the Governmental Disaster Recovery Center. So that's very important. That is organized by FEMA. But the Wildfire Emergency Hub was organized by nonprofits. So what they offered were the full complement of everything that you need, like donations of food and air purifiers and everyday goods. Because remember, people ran out of their house with nothing but the clothes on their backs. So there's that. Actually, some people ran out without their eyeglasses, so they had a van there that could replace your eyeglasses right there on the spot. And then there was a healthcare van. But I think the most impressive setup that I saw was the number of nonprofits that were giving financial donations to fire victims. The fire victims had to register so that they confirm that they are actual fire victims who've lost their homes. But then they could go to the various booths that were set up, such as the Salvation Army, Tzu Chi Buddhist Organization, United Methodist, California Fire Foundation. There were so many different nonprofits that were actually handing out financial donations of, say, $1,000 or somewhere, or $600 or somewhere around there. And altogether, a person could get up to $6,500. These were through those Visa debit cards, so that they could, be totally flexible in terms of how they spent it. Because, actually these fire survivors don't have a lot of space. Remember, some of them are staying with family members, or they're in some hotel room, and they don't have a lot of space for things. But what they can really use is the money just to live day to day until they get their life together.
That's what this campaign is about too. So we can be offering them, and that's what we had in mind, between $500 to $1,000 to start with, and then see how much money we can raise. So, and then we can fan out to more families, and then be there for them if they need more to get themselves back together. And that is the main purpose.
Well, thank goodness now there's a database, because a number of the fire survivors have signed up. So there's a database of them, and they're calling it now the case management phase, which is they will be in touch with them in terms of what their needs are. And believe me, I know that they will need more financial assistance over these coming months.
Absolutely, so our first phase, this is the first time we are doing this thing, the fundraising, and we got a lot of other things, coming in place also, and a lot of other large marketers and stuff. I was just a week ago, I was at a cruise with the marketers cruise, they call it, and so many of them have mentioned that they will start raising funds also for here, and to help out humanity. And so we urge everyone to be donating the maximum that they can. And just this is how I felt. I took it upon myself that what if it happened to me? How would I want others to feel about it? So and that's the result of this one. This is the very first one. We'll be doing more of these things. Do you know anything about the Palisades or the Malibu side of the things too, Judy?
I went and took the tour down there of the devastation. So yes, the kind of services that are offered are similar to what I have in my area, but the devastation was just unbelievable. There were places that you could never imagine would be totally burned down, and all that standing is, say, a staircase to nowhere. I mean, so yeah, there are so many places that have been damaged, but what there is a disaster recovery center down there as well. I went there, and it's at the Westwood Pavilion, and all the organizations that are at our disaster recovery center in Altadena are also there. And it's like a one-stop shop. You can if you're a disaster survivor, you can sign up for FEMA, but all
Uh-huh.
the LA County and state offices are there. So also, many people lost their documents, so
Uh-huh.
they can just get those documents even instantly. Like a driver's license or birth certificate,
Uh-huh.
and also the SBA is there. So all the government services are there, and it's important for the disaster survivors to sign up for that. And then I understand that this wildlife fire hub may go down there and do the same thing that they did up here by organizing all the nonprofits.
Right. And let me share a view from the from the airplane, and this is worth seeing, and let me just share this thing. Okay, this is uh, this is a picture from the airplane, on a descent towards Los Angeles International Airport. And check this out, in such a heavily populated area, right? Everything is on fire, and this is a hill completely on fire. Just imagine, I could not bear the sight of this picture. And so, folks, we have to, it is our moral duty, to help out our brothers and sisters in need. And so donate very generously. And you know we are looking forward to that. And so Judy, I know you have to leave pretty soon. How is it that what do you want to add more into this thing?
Well, I want to bring us back to that night. That picture that you just showed really said it all. What happened in our area was that the Santa Ana winds were blowing at 80 to 100 miles an hour.
Uh-huh.
And there was a spark somewhere. But what it is it blew up very, very, very fast.
Uh-huh.
And there were embers the size of of beach balls, flying around as much as 2 to 3 miles. That's how it spread so fast. Within one day, all that devastation occurred, and 9,500 structures in my area burned. So, thankfully, there wasn't more loss. There were 17 lives lost, and we feel like they didn't get the evacuation notice soon enough. But for the rest of them, they did leave, but they came back to nothing, and they've lost everything. So that's why these funds are so essential. They need to rebuild their lives, and it's going to be several months, if not several years.
Wow. I mean, I cannot. I've been praying, see, for everyone's, betterment. But looking at that hill with such a heavy population and stuff, and, it could be, the devastation could be much, much more. Now, I want to, folks, everyone, please, join in and donate towards our fellow brothers and sisters who are in need. We never know, it could be us. However, human nature is, we never think this way, that hey, we always think that it will happen to the other person, not to me or my family. No, 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 no. This is the reality of it. And these people also, never in a million years they would have ever thought that I would be a victim of the fire, and just running out with the clothes on the back, nothing else. Okay. And so, Judy, I want to share this amazing video folks, with your help and with all of us pooling our resources to help our brothers and sisters in need, we want to turn this thing around from despair and no hope for the future for many of the families. They must be thinking that way, but there is hope as long as we believe in our God, whichever God you believe in. Okay, there is, the life will go on. However, with our efforts, if you donate generously, with our efforts, we can make this as a positive experience. And please watch with me. And this was I watched this lady so many times. Yes, okay, what an uplifting thing, even for me also. And let's just please watch this thing right now. Here is an okay. You'll see it now.
How old are you?
I'm 97. I'm so blessed.
What happened the day of the fire?
It's funny. I don't remember.
Oh.
I guess it was too painful, huh?
Are we seeing
That's
this
my
thing,
husband,
Judy?
Mr. Frank.
Can you see the video?
Yeah, I can.
Okay,
You were
perfect.
being carried out of the house. You
Really?
didn't forget that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All the tea parties and all the fun. The house is gone, but I'm here. Thank you, Father. I thought I would be devastated, but I'm not. Feel like I've had a beautiful life. This was Disneyland. I would be cooking, and my dad jumped off the diving board and lost his bathing suit, and everybody started screaming. We had so much fun. And you see, I'm sitting here looking at this, and I don't see this disaster. I see the good times. It's okay. Okay, if you say so.
What was her favorite thing?
Rice and chicken. See? Oh my God, that's beautiful. The shed is on the other side. Is it still there? It's gone? Well, I'm not going to go upon it. My neighbors were just so special in there. Oh, what is it?
Is it a quarter?
I got a nickel.
Now we can go to Vegas.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, then. Thank you, neighbor. You've been a wonderful neighbor.
All right. Wow. And you know, with everyone's help, if we just open up our hearts, we can turn that despair in everyone's mind and hopelessness to hope and attitude like that grandmother there, whom I have developed so much respect for, even though I don't even know her. So we can change this thing around, folks. Please donate generously. Our mission is to get up to $5 million. And Judy, I know that your time is so valuable, and I appreciate you so very much for taking time off for the good cause to help support us in this mission, for which I want to thank you with folded hands.
Thank you so much for doing this. I must take my leave right now, but thank you for raising funds for these fire survivors who have experienced these terribly devastating circumstances. But your help is so incredibly welcome. Thank you.
We are trying to do the best that we can. Judy, I want to thank you so very much again from the bottom of my heart, and from those people, okay, who would get hope because of your presence. For that, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye. All
Bye.
right. Thank you. All right, folks, we are back. I am tied up on words, and to say that please join us in raising the funds. And let me now share a little bit more information with you also. And let me share the screen with you again. Okay, just bear with me. Entire screen. Right. Now let's just okay. Let me just show you how and where to go. And in the chat you will be seeing the donations page, and this is how the donation page looks like there. And we have you put in your information right here, and then scroll down. We have 4 different options, so whatever amount you want to, the first 3 are pre-filled amounts, and then the fourth one is, if you just clicked on to this button right here, it will open up a box right here that will show you whatever you want to, whatever amount you want to. It is showing $1 right now, but no. And if it is a super big check that you need to, then please send us an email to sport or info at Interfaith Charities. It's a charity, the singular. We couldn't get that, so the other one, it's interfaithcharity.org. Okay. And so the sport or info at interfaithcharity.org. Tell us, if it is a bigger amount, so this way we can have you send us the check directly to us, because we have to pay fees and stuff, your processing fees, and they take percentages out of these things, so that way we'll get 100% without anything coming out. All right. However, please do not shy off from that part of it. Just go ahead and click on custom amount and fill in whatever it is. Everything is welcomed, and you also we appreciate every dollar that comes in. Nothing is too small and nothing is too big in this effort. You already heard it from Judy Chu, where in her district everything got destroyed. And let's just come together and donate the maximum that we can. Now, if you want to know more about what we have done in the past and stuff, you'll see this thing right here on LA Fire Donations, and this is the front page of the charity. All right, let me just show you. You can read I interfaithcharities.org. When you go here, you can read up about it and our future plans also, and provide emergency disaster relief through the langar concept, and then we are starting up your mobile feeding unit, feeding the people. Why we are starting the mobile feeding units is so this way these units can be sent directly wherever there is a disaster, so we can go on site and start cooking food and distributing. So rather than just waiting for the things to happen, coordinating, and which could take days and days and stuff, so these mobile feeding units, we'll have them all around the country. And so when these mobile feeding units are not there, okay, then we will be using these ones to go to colleges and university campuses. All right. And feeding those needy students over there, okay, whose parents may not be as affluent as many of the other ones. And also the main thing in our mind is to instill the spirit of selfless giving in our future generation. what we are seeing today is that this the current culture is of me. See, okay, hey, give me free education also and stuff. See, they have that work ethics. In my mind was I mean, chipping off a little bit. We need to instill that thing, and we thought so we'll keep those people who are in the, doing the cooking and running the mobile feeding units. They will go there, so these people will have a full-time job also, and doing this, so that way those people from colleges and universities, these ones will be our students going and becoming productive people in our society. There will be CEOs, politicians, and you know business people, future business people. So once we instill this spirit of selfless service, then we can change our society to be much better. At least this is our hope, and this is the action we are going to be taking. And also, then we have shelter and sport. I believe that every human being should, or everyone believes that everyone human being has a right to grow up without any trauma and stress. And we see that there is okay, there are children and women in abused situations, and we need to get those ones out and offer them shelter, food, and counseling, so they can rebuild their lives. And here's the reasoning we are targeting on women and children. We believe that women and children are the future of a society, right? And women, mostly the mother, is responsible for building up the character of the child. Now, when they are in abusive relationships, okay, they cannot live they cannot lead a normal life, like most of us have grown up without any traumas, or about abuse, without abuse happening in our homes. All right, so that way they should be able to live a happy, healthy, and stress-free, trauma-free lives, so that they can be productive members of the society in the future. All right. And with that, the side thing would be, this is just my belief only, that hey, the crime would lessen. And mostly when we see that, okay, the crime that is happening are those either if it is in schools and stuff, they have come out that most of those kids were bullied in some way or something, or there is trauma in their life that they are taking it out by okay, doing those mass killings and stuff like that. We have to stop that, and we can stop that. And the mission of our charity is to do our best. All right. However, right now the mission is you know to rebuild the lives for the current fire victims. That's why your contributions are not just a donation, it's hope, dignity, and lifeline for those in need. And we would like you to just please share the forward post in your groups also. This thing, interfaith charity, it's a singular, not charities, even though it is Interfaith Charities International Inc. But here the website is singular interfaithcharity.org /LA fire donations. LA fire donations. All right. So you can go to the charity homepage also and donate there, but this is going particularly for the fire donations. All right. And you can check it out. This is on the front page of the charity. We have added this page just now. I mean, for this purpose only. Otherwise, here is the regular mission of the Interfaith Charity. We had three missions that we started off with. All right. Disaster relief for those impacted by disasters. That's what we are doing currently. And then providing safe homes for abused women, children, and some elderly also. And then third, free food, mobile feeding units. I just discussed. Together we can make our world a better. And we have to rise above petty stuff for the betterment of all of others. Just remember that we we have to rise above from our petty differences. And here's the reasoning. So please, this do not take it any differently. Just took it as take it as the feeling that I'm trying to express. Okay, and I might be wrong in my thing. Then pardon me for that. But this is the feeling that I have in my mind, and that's why we have this called interfaith charities. All right, we want to bring everyone together because we are all brothers and sisters and uncles and aunts, if we look at it from the bigger picture of humanity. And here's the proof. I grew up in convent schools back in India. They had the best education, and they were Christian schools. All right. So over there we had to go, to the church first, and then and I owe my English language to that too. So, folks, while we are talking, please keep on donating generously over there. Go and click that link and donate while we are you're talking here too. So, okay, and now the older I got, and I just started looking at it, things in a practical way. And then when I looked at it, that please, again, with all respect to all the religions, you're right, and with respect, I'm saying this thing. Please do not take it wrong, and if while expressing, please pardon me if I cannot express it as good, but here's my feeling. Well, if we take it from our Christian brothers and sisters, okay, you believe in Holy Jesus Christ was the Son of God, right? He was the Son, and there's an ultimate Father, right? I am of the Sikh religion, Sikh, and our holy book starts off from Ek Omkar Satnam Kartapurk. That means there's only one God. He's called by several names, and he is the doer of all humanity. All right. Of what I know of other religions too, they also believe that there is only one God, right? And their the leaders or their teachers, and they were the sent by the God, and they are God's son too. All right. So now, if we look at it, that the common denominator is that there is only one Lord Father, right? There's only one Lord Father. Let me just get back to just a second. Okay, let me stop the screen here. So, if there is only one Lord Father, then we are all brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts. And one brother is like called, his name is Christian, his or her name, whatever. you know, and the other one it's called Sikh, the third one is Muslim, fourth one is Hindu, and Buddhist, or Jewish, or whatever, okay. And then everyone has their own set of rules. Like with us, we don't cut our hair or drink or smoke. All right. So we want to leave everything the way Lord made it, all right. But again, this thing does not make us a good or a bad person, right? So other brother could have their house rules, as they might allow their kids to drink. And then the third brother could be, or sister could, her family could be that, hey, no, with us, no drinking, no smoking, nothing at all. But those are their house rules, right? And it does not make them a good or a bad person. But now coming back to our own family, right, where there is, I just gave you the example of this brothers and sisters, they have their own set of rules. But when we are together as a family with our physical mother and fathers, so we don't bring in those things, and we are together. Now apply that same principle to the ultimate Lord Father and the and so we ought to be looking at, you say, I'm a Sikh, and I see my Christian brother or sister, or a Muslim brother or sister, or a Hindu, I should be going there and hugging them, and that, hey, I never realized it this way, and today I just found my long lost brother or sister. All right. So that is the reason okay, we founded Interfaith Charities International. We need to rise above the petty, I call it the petty stuff, okay, and all religions are good. The basic tenets of all religions, they say, hey, be a good human being, help out others, and live a good life with connected to the Lord by meditation, or whichever, whatever your ways are. All right. So let's from today on start thinking this way when you look at someone else, someone different, that, hey, wow, I just found my long lost brother or sister. And here's the reasoning: we have only X amount of energy in ourselves, and we only have 24 hours, okay. If we spend that energy on negative energy, right, which is mostly, I see that that's what is happening in the world. Each one other one is, destroying each other, and no, that's no way to live. Take it upon yourselves, if whatever the bad is happening to anyone else, if that happened to our family, and the leaders realize that thing, they would stop all of this craziness going on in the world. And this is our mission, to help people from the negative energy, start channeling it to a positive energy, so we can all rise together. And there should be no one should be poor or having stress because they do not have enough means. No, no, no. When we are all brothers and sisters, it's our duty to help out each other. All right. So now, with that in mind, I want you to still keep on, donating right here. And so please donate generously. Take the link, in the chat area, forward it to them. And this link with the Interfaith Charities, interfaithcharity.org/LA fire donations. This thing explains everything, and then you can go and read it. So when you hit the donate button, you will go to this very page that I had been here sharing with you. Now, if we the other link there is directly to the donations page. You can keep both of these ones, but this would be the better one to send, so those people would know the story also, what we are trying to do and what they are donating for. And then when they hit this donate button from here, and they get to this page. All right. So with that, I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, for joining us. And again, thank you, thank you, thank you for your kind-heartedness, and your giving for the betterment of our brothers and sisters who lost everything. With that, I want to thank you so much. Bye bye.